Hello, welcome. Another day in this journey. Thank you for tuning in. Three things we are going to remind ourselves today. Three things we are going to remind ourselves in this journey. Three things we don't need to forget. Three keys and pillars we need to keep deep in our mind and in our hearts to continue the journey. The first is love yourself. Hey, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know in which field you're trying to excel. I don't know which business you're trying to grow. I don't know in which domain are you trying to provide an impact. But all I know is that you need to love yourself. You need to love yourself. Self-love. Prioritize self-love. Most of the times we are expecting our friends, our peers, boyfriends, girlfriends to provide love for us. But remember, most of the time also you're going to be alone standing in front of that mirror, looking in front, and the only person you will see will be yourself. There'll be no one there. Most of the times there will be no one there, and the only thing you need to say is I love myself unconditionally. At times that is the only best thing you're going to get. At times that is the only love you're going to get, but you need to be so deep in that it compensates all the other things you lack. That's self-love. Loving yourself is not trying to be selfish, but it's just showing that desire for yourself. And even in the Bible it says love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you love yourself, you're going to respect yourself. If you love yourself, you're going to try to get better. If you love yourself, there are so many things you're going to do. And I'm talking about yourself here. In my own mind and my own ways, I tried to divide yourself in three parts. The first, you need to love your mental self. Do you like the ideas you entertain in your mind? Do you like the thoughts you have regularly? Do you enjoy those thoughts? And are those thoughts trying to bring you where you're aiming to go? That is your mental self. And if you don't like the mental self, what is causing it? Is it your environment? Is it the people you relate with? Is it the things you watch? Is it the things you read, the things you listen to? Because all those things, they contribute to your mental environment. You need to check out that and make your mental environment be the same as the person you want to be. Love yourself. The next pillar you need to do is love your spiritual self. I don't know, bro. I don't know, I don't know how you call your God. I don't know how you call or whatever, how you manage your faith. But if you believe in any spiritual being, you need to study it and practice it. Don't just let it slip out of your hands. You need to study it and practice it. Love your spiritual self. Do you like the relationship you have between you and the person you save, and between you and the person you look up to as your creator? You need to narrow that gap. You need to narrow that gap. And the next self is your physical self. There is this saying that most people don't do well because they don't look well. If you look well, you're going to be able to climb the difficult mountains you face in your life. And your physical self is very important, because when you open the door and you move out to the world, that is what the world first see before going to your mental self and your spiritual self. The first thing they look at is your physical self. If you don't like what you see in front of the mirror, bro, there is one person who can change that, and it's you. There is one person who can change that, and it's you. If you don't like the physical self, I don't know, do something. Go in for diets, go into gym, go into running. Start doing something if you don't like what you're seeing. Most of the time we try to use our dresses to cover that. Yeah, you can always do that when you're going out, but when you come back home in front of that mirror naked, you know what you're seeing. And if you don't like what you're seeing, there's one thing and there's one person who can change that, and it's you. And it's you. Most people don't do well because they don't feel well or because they don't look well. You need to protect your physical self. You need to protect your physical self. Try to look like the person you aspire to be. Just look at yourself. If your child was supposed to take you as a model, how will you feel? Will you feel happy? Then that's fine. But if you won't feel happy, then there is something not going on well. I always say, if you had to price yourself like in the market, how much will you pay for yourself? How much will you pay? And you know the amount. I know the amount I will pay for myself. Just check. If yours is not that high, it means there is something you need to do. You need to go in and do something. Love yourself. That's the first thing. Love yourself, your mental self, your spiritual self, and your physical self. It's you versus you. The next thing is we have to compete but don't compare. Compete but don't compare. If I should take two people, for example, and I say, okay, the first person stands on this line and you have like 2 hours to make a 1 kilometer. Yes, you're going to do that. You're going to work hard to do that. But if you have two people now, if you are alone, you're going to do that. You're going to work hard to do that. But if you have two people now, you're going to work extra high. You're going to work more, because now it does not depend on you alone. Now it's competition. You need to compete. Compete with others. But no, at the end, the first and the highest competition is with yourself. Every day before you go to bed, ask yourself, what have I done to become better? What have I done to become better? Is my today's self better than what I was yesterday? You need to compete with yourself. And I'm saying don't compare, because most of the time we compare with things we don't really know. For example, I spend most of my times at the gym. And there is this mindset, like when you enter the gym, you start looking at people who've been training like for 50 years or others train for 10 years, and you start looking at your muscles and you're saying like these muscles, and if you look at someone and he's like above you, there are two things. You either feel bad or you feel motivated, but most of the time you feel bad. That's why I say you can compete trying to be better, but don't compare. Like, we all have different paths, we all have different directions, and we all have different beginnings. Try to compete, try to have that competitiveness, but don't try to always compare. In this journey, it's important to know you have your path and follow your path. Be so focused on your path that you don't see what is going around you. Just look at yourself every day. Am I becoming better every day? Am I becoming the best version of myself? That is the aim. The aim is not trying to compare with someone. No. At the end, you have just one life, and that life is yours. Your life does not depend on the life of like the person closest to you. You can always compete positively, try to gain, but don't compare. It's you versus you. And the third thing is keep striving. Keep striving. Keep fighting. Keep trying to get better. Don't lose that fire. Don't lose that burning desire. Keep doing the things every day. Keep doing it when you feel bored. Keep doing it when you don't feel as to. There is this ancient say, if you hang a lot around a barber's shop, sooner or later you get your hair cut. If you hang a lot around a barber's shop, sooner or later you get your hair cut. If you keep striving, if you keep doing it, if you keep working out, if you keep showing up every day, putting on the camera, trying to read, trying to work on yourself and trying to get better, trying to achieve your goals, sooner or later you're going to achieve one or most of those goals. And who knows what that one goal can be. It can change everything for you, but you need to keep striving. You need to keep striving for yourself, trying to become better every day. Don't let that fire die down. And know it is a you versus you journey. You're trying to become just a better person, trying to impact yourself and the world. That is it. It was more of a reminder today. In this journey, it's important. We have those things in ourselves, in our mind. Love yourself, compete but don't compare, and keep striving. It was Stanley Wiper. Just watch other videos and tell me what you think about. And if you don't mind, tune in for more videos like this. It's just about the journey. We are just at the start. But if we keep doing this for 5 years, 10 years, who knows where we are going to end? And who knows what it's going to do for us? Thank you for watching. We are together. See you for the next video.